Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Trunkhead with Trunkhead Gaming. Today we'll be going over Nevermind and Altdwarf Season 9 preview. Altdwarf is Tier 1. Last season, let's do a quick recap. Last season on Season 8, my humans, they won Nordland, which is the Tier 2 division, which is quite the feat for a human team, especially considering the division I was in was just brutal. 7 AV9 teams. 7 AV9 teams, and we managed to win as humans. Our record was not impressive. We were 4-4-1. Um, but we managed to sneak through. My only loss was to fill in. CJ Blackburn filled in for Corker, who decided to leave last minute, and he was my only loss. Side note, I only allowed 7 goals last season, and 3 of them were to CJ Blackburn. So he he put it to me pretty good with his Bretonians. But anyway, so humans won. I went on TD differential. I think I beat the dwarf team Larkstar, who also promoted by 2 goals. So Altdwarf. Altdwarf is Tier 1. In the 9 seasons of BC2, this is only the second human team to reach Altdwarf. So that's pretty impressive. That by itself is it makes me feel good. All I need to do is finish the season, and I will be the most successful human coach in BC2 history. The previous human coach managed to, I think he quit. He quit and didn't finish the season because he got beat up so good. So just finishing the season, good start. Getting above last place would be improvement. So we have a chance to make history, but getting above last place will not be easy. Let's go over the teams. The schedule's not out yet. I wanted to do a schedule reveal also, but the week doesn't actually start for another week. It's just these are the Tier 1 guys. Tier 1 in any division, any league, in Rebel, in BC2, any place, any kind of tiered system, Tier 1 are always the tryhards. They're the guys that are going to get their games played. They're the guys that are really into it. Paradox with the reptile dysfunction. I was really hoping he ended up promoting because St. Cloud decided to re-roll, and that's partly my fault. In our last game, I handed out 3 stat busts to his team. Unfortunately, I rather would have seen St. Cloud than Paradox. St. Cloud is an amazing coach, but Paradox, you saw my game against him last season with these 5 Mighty Blow on his team and a Blodge Firm fucking Croxagore. Team was disgusting. He of the AG3 Saurus, which is something you don't ever see. This team's nasty. It's like you picked up a grab on D-Rex. This guy is about to be Blodge Firm. This is just a nasty lizard team, and they kind of trimmed a little bit because they're keeping their skinks low. He got an AG4 skink and a Move 9 skink. These guys are both nasty. What's he got? He's got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right now, as we're on the loner, he can buy another skink. So he's gonna start around, what is it, 1840. 1840 will be his start. Let's go to stats real quick. He is CAT's been around for a hot minute. He's a winning coach. Everybody up here is a winning coach, so that's not unusual. 21, 14, and 19. That's Paradox. This team is really difficult to deal with all this Mighty Blow, and 4 guard. Like he's he's a bash lizards. Not so superheroes. The coach, Mark Teal, I think as they call him. He is. I think he won 2 seasons ago. Maybe no, Veggie 2 seasons ago. Was in contention to win this season. All he had to do was win the last game and ended up getting a tie. So fell loose. But he is look. He's got a legend, Storm Vermin, Mighty Blow Pylon. And he's got another on the way to Legend Storm Vermin with Mighty Blow with Claw Palm. So 2 Claw Palmers on this team. Only running 3 Gutter Runners right this moment, probably because one keeps dying. He's not too far away from getting his next one. And of course the obligatory 1-turner. Move 10 with Sprint, Sure Feet, and he's got Sidestep, and he's got Block. This is a nasty 1-turner. You can see he's got a ton of SVP. This guy alone wins him a ton of games. And then the 2 Claw Palmers, Rats, man, beating Rats always comes down to how much damage the Claw Palms do, how much the Storm Vermin do. So either to beat this guy, you're gonna have to get to this dude, and you have to get through these guys to do it. And he's a great coach. I played him before. It is not easy. So this guy, 2nd or 3rd last season, I forget, in Altdwarf. HUD is your Season 8 Altdwarf champion, BC2 champion, I guess that makes him. He is the big kahuna right at the moment. See, his Claw Palm is out. Like he's got an armor bust. He took this in the very last game of the season. So he's got a move bust and an armor bust. So whoever gets him first doesn't have to face that dude. So hopefully it's me. You can see he's got the very unique all beastmen lineup. It's basically a lineman team, but he's got the strength 6 block claw minotaur colossus. This guy, let's check out his stats. He has to have just a stupid amount of fucking 18 casualties inflicted, basically once every other game. Better than once every other game. 18 casualties, 70 injuries, so 2 a game. So twice a game he breaks armor, and every other game he fucking puts somebody out. Only 2 kills, which is kind of surprising. I imagine that I will end up with 3 or 4 after he plays me. This guy's just an animal, and then he's really like, and then this guy does most of the, whoops, this guy does most of the hitting. Not this guy, Scarlegor. Wesgore, you can see he didn't really aim his players. 38 casualties, 166 injuries inflicted. Are you fucking kidding me? That is, looks about 4 a game. 4 a game from this dude. Damn. So, I mean, you're worried about the strength 6 block fucking claw mighty bow fucking Minotaur, and this guy comes through and cleans you up. So, if I'm going to get him, hopefully I get him first. I mean, he's AV7 now and move 5, so maybe we can get around him. Maybe somebody puts him down. 1 Claw Palmer on this one. So 3 Claw Palmers in the league so far. That's an average of 1 per team. Veganaut was Season 7 champion. The mighty Wood Elves. And you can see he's in really good shape for a Wood Elf team. He's actually got a little bit left. He's going to play. His Tree Man's out currently, so I don't think that's anything major. Let's check it out. MNG. So you can see he's a champion. He's an excellent coach. 1, 2, 3 AG5 pieces on this team, and this guy is a move 9 with sprint and sure feet. He only needs 1 push. 1 push, and he's gone. And he can 1 turn and he can get by you because he's AG5. So he's got his own 1 turn. You can see the 2 teams, the 2 agility teams that really make noise and finish. I think he finished 2nd this season or last season. They have these natural 1 turners that are just make it wicked easy. 2 AG5s. This guy's gonna go get the ball. This guy, he's the new sacker. I imagine he'll end up getting leap here pretty soon. He's only an MVP away. And 2 guard, 3 guard on a fucking Wood Elf team. This is a pretty in shape fucking Wood Elf team considering he's been around for a hot minute. Look at this. He's at 30, so 45 games, and his team's in really good shape for a Wood Elf team that usually explode after a while. And 26-10 and only 9 losses in 45 games. That's ridiculous. Great coach, great team. Probably in contention again. Impaz, I believe, is one of the new guys. I'm not exactly sure who Wall was in Division Altdwarf last season. Let's check out. So he's got 1 Claw Mighty Blow, 2 Claw Mighty Blow, 3 Claw Mighty Blow. So 3 Claw Mighty Blow, but no Palmers as of yet. He doesn't have the Killer Beastman that you usually see. Looks like all his killing is on the line of scrimmage between the Chaos Warriors. Carrying 4 rerolls. 4 rerolls, so he's a little heavy. He could drop. He's at 220 right now. He could drop 30, so he'll start about 2190, which is it happens to Chaos when they start getting big, especially when they're not getting trimmed. Chaos Warriors look solid, like they've been around for a hot minute, especially this guy who's killing people. He went Claw Mighty Blow Claw block first, and then Tentacles, so you're not getting away from him because he's strength 4, depending on what you got. He's got a Minotaur too. Minotaurs in general in the big view of things, most people don't. They think Minotaurs are liabilities on teams, but you can see both Chaos teams, or 2 of the Chaos teams in Altdwarf are both carrying Minotaurs, and they both have block. So built exactly the same as the other guy, except for he doesn't have the strength. So I mean, Minotaurs, they only armor 8, so they get hurt easily, but they fucking take people with them. So this is gonna be another just fucking absolutely brutal team to play. He's got a Beastman with pass, which I don't think I have ever seen in my history of Blood Bowl. Extra claw, sure hands, block, kick off return. I love this skill, and then pass. Pass is. I wonder why he went. I might have gone kick there instead of pass, but like, who's he throwing to? I guess he can throw to this guy. This guy's move 7. He's got extra arms, which helps you with the catch, so he's catching on a 2+, and picking up on a 2+. So maybe he gets catch next. So he's a little more mobile than most Chaos coaches, and he's got the killers. Let's check out his stats real fast. 15, 9, and 21. So Chaos can start super slow, and then once they start getting their skills and their kill skills, they start to fucking roll. So you can see he picked up on that. CJ Blackburn, the founder of BC2, the original original founder. He has stepped down from running the league duties, but still an amazing player. My only loss last season was his fill-in team with the Bretts. He has Claw Mighty Blow. He has one Claw Palmer, so we're up to what, 4 Claw Palmers, and that's not counting just the Claw Mighty Blow guys. This is just the Claw Palmers. So he's got the one hitter Pestigore. He's got one Nurgle Warrior with an AG bust. This guy's gonna pick up block, unless he rolled strength, and then he'll pick up strength. That's your only option to go with Warriors. This Nurgle Warrior is out. Looks like he has an MNG, and he is the hitter. So, and then 1, 2. So you're not gonna one turn this guy. You're not one turning unless you're the rats. Unless you're the rats with a natural one turner, or you're Veggie Nuts. Wood Elves, and you get a quick snap. That's the only way you're one turning against this guy. I haven't seen any Juggernaut in the league yet. If Veginut had got a Juggernaut, he could actually one turn against him, so we can get the one push that he needs. So one Cloud Mighty Blow, a Sacker, a Ball Carrier. This is all pretty standard Nurgle stuff. This guy's got a move. That's pretty cool. This guy's gonna be. I imagine he'll feed him touchdowns. It's looking good. It's kind of how I build my teams. I build my killer last usually. It looks like he went his first. I think first might be better. I'm not a huge Nurgle expert, so. CJ Blackburn snuck in because of rerolls, so he maintained his Altdwarf status because of rerolls. And there you go. That's how many kills does this motherfucker have? Reverend respect. I respect you, man. That is for sure. 35 matches. You have over 1 casualty per match. Wow. I don't even know. Is that 3? Three injuries. That means stuns or like 3 armor breaks per fucking team per game. 5 kills. This is disgusting. These fucking claw palmers, man, just brutal. How is CJ Blackburn? He started this team the same season Nevermind started, 13, 14, and 9. First season I started with a lot of these. It's not uncommon for Nurgle. Nevermind, the human squad. The poor human squad. You can see there is nothing really of note on this team. It's just a standard human team. Nothing super spectacular. I do have the AG4 thrower. That's about it. That is literally the only thing I have going for me. I only have 2 setups. They're both AGs. You follow this team if you're on this channel. You know that I have really struggled with this team to keep my guys alive. But they put it together last season. You can see I only ran 2 catchers, and I almost always run 3. Because the third guy fucking insists on dying every other game. As soon as I buy him, he might last a game or 2, and then he gets killed. My blitzers get killed constantly. Lithium's got two move busts on him, but he's plodge firm guard, so I'm not firing him. He'll probably die a natural death in this league. His job is to take hits, and there are plenty of people in this hits who are gonna fucking give them to you. So, Zeraster, Dark Elves, man, Dark Elves. Division 1 hasn't seen Dark Elves since Noob retired the evil enthralling elves of infamy. This is a pretty nasty Dark Elf team too, man. Look at AG5 Blitzer, boom. AG5 Blitzer. And then he's got the Blodge Step, Diving Tackle. This is kind of pretty much how I build my teams. 2 guard, 3 guard on this fucking Dark Elf team. Dark Elves are not supposed to have guard. He's got a Blodge Runner. This guy is being built as an extra Blitzer. Move 7 Blitzer. This guy's got Juggernaut, so he can push. But he doesn't have any to move very fast. he needs 4 pushes. 4 pushes. But I guess he's got a Witch Elf, so we can get 2 out of this guy. This is a Sacker. Was unfortunate. I mean, he went Juggernaut. He got the double first and went Juggernaut before he went Mighty Blow, which I can't believe. But if he wanted him to be a Sacker, that's fine, or a Surfer, I guess. And then he gave him Leap. So this is a very oddly built Witch Elf. I'm curious to see how it works for him, man. I don't want to say it's wrong. It's just not how I build mine. But it's this particular skill. I would have got Mighty Blow there. But if he's playing Dark Elves, he's not trying to hurt people. I get that. And then the Leap is, I might have gone Sidestep there since you're trying to surf with him. But I guess this Leap also makes some really fantastic surfs because you can leap over people and then frenzy them in. They don't see it coming. So I have done some fantastic leap surfs. So his other Mighty Blow, his other Witch did get Mighty Blow. He's a Sacker with Wrestle, so that's unusual. But they can see he's a Sacker with Wrestle and Tackle, and then Mighty Blow. He'll probably get Leap next too, or Sidestep. Good looking, really good looking elf team. 2 Wrestle linemen, block linemen. Oh, 3 Wrestle linemen. This guy's got Raj, and only a touchdown away from whatever he wants to get next. Curious about that. Only 2 tackle, but there's a fair number I wouldn't say a fair number of dodge, but there's enough dodge for one of the non-dodge teams to worry about tackle. Like for instance, he is most of the dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 7 dodge on his team, but other than there's only 3 dodge on the coach's team, and then of course Vegemite, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these guys count out for about half of the dodge between those two teams. So he doesn't need a lot of tackle. He only needs it for this guy. And then Paradox skinks. Larkstar, he of the Death Roller fame. This guy, Dr. Strangebeard. When I played him, you can see he's carrying extra cash. So was the Dark Elf teams. The rest was playing a little extra cash. When I played Darkham, my humans were out of control, and he ended up getting 2 bribes for Dr. Strangebeard, which means he was on the field for the entire game. I basically ran away from this guy all game. he's got piling on 21 matches, 50 injuries, so more than twice a game. He causes a casualty. Only 1 kill, which is surprising. He does pile on with this guy. He does foul with this guy. He is the everything. His team value is pretty high, and most of the team values are pretty high. He's not going to get a lot of bribes with this guy, so he's going to try and get that much value as he can out of the 1 turn. But the rest of his team is nasty too. He's got the Mighty Blow piling on Troll Slayer. You know I don't like piling on Troll Slayers. I think it should go on Blitzers, but I am the minority in that opinion. And he can serve because he's got Juggernaut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guards. So you are not out guarding him. You're absolutely not out guarding him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 7. Most of his Longbeards are kind of pedantic. They're all pretty kind of boring. You can see he's carrying most of his team value in his positionals, which is kind of how you want to do it. And then of course the 2 Blodge runners, which is every fucking dwarf runner, every dwarf coach in the history of dwarfs, like they just come with Blodge. They don't actually have agility access, but every dwarf coach has Blodge runners, every single one of them. And finally the Sir with the Uzkala Oathbreaker. Before I get into looking at this team, I want you to check out this. 18, 7, and 2. This guy, what the fuck, over? Who let this guy in? He's got a Claw Bomber. He's got 2 Claw Bombers. So that's what, 6, 7 for the division? And that's not including Claw Mighty Blow. That's just the Plumbers. Jesus Christ. His bowls both have break, tackle, and dodge, and this guy's almost got a level. So, and then 2 Stand Firm here is going to be very difficult to 1-turn him as well. You can see that's a theme. Hobgoblin, AG4 Hobgoblin with block and sure hands. This is his ball carrier, and he's got Fend. I'm surprised this guy has survived as well as he has. That's pretty impressive, actually, for Hobgoblin, a level 4 Hobgoblin. Or level 5 Hobgoblin, excuse me. And then a Blodge Goblin. And then a Dirty Player Wrestle Goblin, which is what you usually expect. So he's looking pretty solid. So that is kind of the rundown of Altdwarf, but what we got looking forward to us, 16, 6, and 5. This guy's a really great coach. Yeah, I played him last season, and like I said, I basically ran. I actually made a mistake. I had my guy in the corner with dump off, and I thought that I was going to be safe for an easy dump off, forgetting that I didn't have Nerves of Steel in my guy. So he ended up surrounding my dump off player. I was like, oh, this is going to be a 2+ dump off with pass into AG4, and I had a reroll. I was like, this is going to be an easy guaranteed tie. Forgetting that I didn't have Nerves of Steel, and so 4+, I got lucky. Great coach. Once you get to this level, everybody's a great coach. It's really, really, really nasty. 16, 3, and 5. I mean, some of these guys, like this team, just shot straight up from didn't do any extra seasons. I ended up doing 1 extra season. See, 14, 11, 11. My first season I did really well. I finished 2nd place in Ausland. My tier 2, I spent 2 seasons in tier 2, which was against the plan. I expected to shoot right up, but I think I'm overall happy for it. TVs, you can see, are all really high. Some of these guys are carrying extra cash. What am I looking for? What my goals are? My goal is to finish above 10, so I can be the temporarily as currently the best human coach in BC2 history. That's kind of all I'm shooting for. I mean, there's so many hitters. This might actually be worse than last season in Nordland, where I was just all the AV7, all the AV9. This is going to be getting above 10 will be a trick. There'll be a trick in this one. What am I hoping for schedule-wise? Well, usually you like to skip in the non-hitters, the Skaven, the Wood Elf, and you like to do 2 bash teams and then one of those teams, 2 bash teams and then one of these teams, the 2 bash teams, one of those teams, so you can kind of give your team a break. That's ideal. The other thing you're looking for, and and the coach is a hitter. He said he's got 2 claw bombers, so that's not much of a break. But you want to give your team a chance to rest a little bit without getting absolutely murdered every single other turn. Chaos Dwarf, Chaos, Nurgle, fucking Dwarf, kill lizards, murder lizards. So what we're hoping for is that. We're also hoping for, and this season more than most seasons, we're looking for these murder teams to kind of trim each other before the game before they get to you. Like if you're playing in pause, if he somehow got Kong War MNG before my game, it wouldn't break my heart. Usually I like to play teams at their full strength, but this team is with so much claw palm in this, or so much claw in this division, like just a ridiculous amount of claw. I'm gonna need some lucky breaks to get above 10. I'm playing the worst race and the most boring team. You can see that I have the least amount of stat ups. I have the least amount of doubles. I don't have a lot going for me. So I am going to need some kind of help. Otherwise, it'll be exactly what you expect. Expect a lot of salty casts this season, where I'm like, motherfucker, that guy died, that guy died, that guy died. I'm 1780 now with 1 pen level up, so I'm 1800. Likely finish less than that. Who do I think is going to win? Who do I think is going to win? I think VeggieNet is going to have an excellent shot to come back and win. And I think that because all this claw palm doesn't mean anything to him, and he's an amazing coach. Also, the coach will always have a good chance because of his one-turner. He has a chance in every single game. My concern is for the coach is if one of these 2 guys gets killed because there's so much other claw palm in the league, that he will be in a little bit of trouble. Can Dracworld Beast repeat? Well, of course he can. He's a champion, and he's an amazing coach. I played this guy 2 seasons ago, and he plays in Rebel. He played Horny Cricket in the playoffs and almost managed a tie with just like 2 Saurus on the field. It was crazy. Just a stupid, amazing coach. I am concerned that his team won't be able to bash the other bash teams. Like it's not a traditional bash team. He's all AV8. My concern is that some of these other nasty claw palm teams will get to him. But he's an amazing coach, so he can do that. I'm a little bit concerned for Paradox. I don't think he is likely to win. Not because he's not a great coach, but because he's a murder lizard team against traditional claw murder teams. So he's going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be battles. It's not the traditional control lizards. It's a bash lizard, and there are just so many. I keep going to pause because he's so bashy. He's bashy. He's bashy. He's bashy. He's bashy. He's bashy. So all these teams, he's gonna have trouble competing because of all the claw. This team, I think, is a dark horse. I think this team is really solid looking, even despite this really odd witch elf. This team, I think, is a dark horse. I think they're gonna do really well. I kind of think that all the claw teams are gonna hurt each other. So I'm kind of looking at the elves and I'm looking at the Skaven team. And then the Sir. This is one of my other favorites. So these are the 4 that I'm kind of looking at because this team, A, it's nasty. B, the coach is just so good. So if I was looking at anywhere, my guess is if you put me on the spot, I would say 1, 2, 3. That would be my guess. I think I'm likely to finish last. I think I'm likely to finish bottom. Just because there's just too much claw on this team. I will get trimmed. Trimmed and it'll hurt. It'll be painful. So that's my guess. That's my prediction. 1 and 2 and 3. And then probably 4. And then I'll leave the rest to you guys. I'll finish in last. That is Altdwarf. The schedule will not be out. I was going to do the schedule reveal to see what I got, but that's going to have to wait because the league doesn't actually start for another week. It's got 1 more week, and then it starts. Altdwarf Season 9, second humans ever to reach that division. I'm excited about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry I haven't cast a lot lately. Most of my leagues are on hiatus right now, just really with Rebel. So that's it. That's what I got going on. Thank you for watching. See ya!